Here's a quick primer on how to coach finals weeks at Performance 360. When we coach finals weeks, it's important to keep a couple of key components in mind. Number one is our leadership, how we manage the class, direct the flow of traffic, and direct and manage any PR attempts. Second is how we communicate, specifically doing so clearly, confidently, and while we have the class's attention during the walkthrough. Third, we need to hold the standard by demonstrating quality movement and range of motion and saying so when a rep does or does not count. If we're intentionally shortening someone's range of motion because of an injury or compensation, of course, that's absolutely acceptable, if not preferred. But if someone can perform the full range of motion and the full movement, then that's how they should perform the movement. Because moving through a full range of motion is the safest, healthiest, and most efficient way to perform any movement. For gym records and club boards, we have to observe and verify every rep and hold the standard to the requirements of that movement and its range of motion. And we navigate those moments by being direct and honest with our members. We also need to have great energy. This is a time where our members will be challenging themselves and having fun, and it's an opportunity for us to keep the energy of the class high and test our support of the class. Finally, we need to recognize not only the top performers of the gym, which of course we appreciate, but any successes that our members are having, including lifting the heaviest weight, achieving a max number of reps, maybe doing so with good technique or improving their range of motion. The list of ways our members can improve is nearly endless, and we should be observing and recognizing almost all of them. We do this at the end of class when we close the loop by calling out their success, bringing them to the front, having them ring the PR bell and write their names on our PR boards, our gym record, or our club boards. Now, day by day, Mondays will start with a strength test, as will Wednesdays. And this is relatively simple because it follows the format and the flow that we've been using during the prior weeks. The lifts follow the weekly progression and culminate in week 4. If any PR attempts are happening, then it's up to us during the first sets of that movement to verify proper technique, range of motion, and safe form. And again, if members are aiming for any gym records or club boards, then we must observe and count those reps. This includes any 1-rep attempts, like a back squat or a deadlift, for example, and a max set of reps, say pull-ups, where we observe and count every single repetition, verifying and calling any no reps when we see them. Tuesdays are Densities days. Now, Densities are a single movement performed for 5 minutes for as many reps as possible. Members will partner off and go one at a time, where one member will count and encourage the other, and at the end of those 5 minutes, after a short transition, they'll switch places and perform the opposite roles. When scoring Density days in the app, if a member performs all of the movements unmodified and as written, then that's how they'll record their reps in the app. If they've performed some reps to standard as written and other reps modified, then they'll track only the reps that they performed unmodified. If they've performed all of their reps in a modified fashion, then that's how they will track their reps, by logging all of those reps and selecting modified in the app. Thursdays are benchmark days. Similar to Density days, our members will group off, where one person will perform the benchmark workout while the other observes and provides encouragement, helping to count reps, and after a brief transition, they'll trade places. Benchmark workouts are workouts that we will regularly return to in order to track progress and improvement, and we provide multiple levels of scaling and modification. If a member performs the benchmark workout unmodified at level 4, then they must select that in the app to be considered for any gym records or clubs. Otherwise, if elements of the workout are modified, levels 1, 2, or 3 are performed, then they will select modified in the app and use those levels as a benchmark for the next time that we perform that workout, hopefully increasing their level each time. Fridays are pro days. And on pro days, we allot 5 minutes at the beginning of class typically for a single max set of a particular movement. During this set, members will again be grouped off, either partnered off individually or according to their rack or station assignments. During these 5 minutes, members will support each other, again by helping to count reps and encouraging them along the way. For any members who are not performing a pro day test, it's important that we communicate to them that the movement in this pro day will be reflected in the main body of the workout. So for example, in a pull-up pro day, where again, we the coaches will count and verify every rep in order to make any club or achievement boards. Pull-ups will also be reflected in the main workout. So members who are not testing themselves during the pro day will still have an opportunity to practice that movement, to develop that movement and gain strength in that movement. And it's important that we communicate that during the walkthrough. Finally, always review the coaching notes and videos for helpful reminders, movement standards and workout flow, as well as any other details.